9 p.m. Starting podcast. It is Friday, the 10th of July at 9 p.m. exactly, and the podcast is about to begin in
Jesus Christ.
3, 2.
I mean, I've got some good shit in
I
mind.
know, you
Hey,
see,
hey, big
somehow
man.
the world will change for me and be so
So
wonderful.
wonderful.
Bum, 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 bum.
That just isn't it.
I
Alright,
tell you, it's a
What
banger
it
tune.
is, and then you
it
go,
really is.
live life, breathe
Breathe
air.
air. I
I
know
know
somehow
somehow
you're
we're
gonna
gonna
get
get
there
there.
and be so wonderful.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's all for real. I'm
I'm
telling you
telling you
just
just
how I
how I
feel.
feel.
So wake
Wake
up,
up the members of
something
my
of your
nation.
nation. It's our time to play.
There's no chance unless you take
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
one. Na-na-na-na. See the brighter side of every situation. Alright, that's enough of
That was
that.
on Nickelodeon, wasn't it?
I was on something.
Man, the show. Have you seen the shows nowadays? Fuck me, man.
What do you
They
mean,
are
man?
hot
Amazing
garbage.
World of Gumball is my favorite show ever.
That was incredible.
Gravity
That's
Falls
not.
is
That
my
was
Well,
on.
isn't
favorite
that
show
bad,
ever.
dude?
That was on Nickelodeon. That was on Cartoon Network, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I didn't realize you were talking exclusively about Nickelodeon. You said, have you seen shows these days?
I know. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
What's Poppington?
What's Poppington?
What's
Brennan's
cracking?
Bread Gang. We're here today. Episode 11.
That's the end. We're here today.
Right. Our first topic of the day is injuries. Only funny ones.
This guy, yeah, sorry, this funny one of plantar
No, I
fasciitis.
wasn't gonna talk about that.
This guy,
This
his feet
guy's.
turn into plants, bro.
This is true. Like the ones from Harry Potter, the ones that scream.
Yeah,
You know them ones?
Wow, bro.
except
The
Peter's scream.
Graves. What are they called? Morgans.
I don't know, dude.
I
The
mean,
Morrigan.
I'll look it up.
I only said it 'cause I only hear yours. Come on, tell me. Give me a good
Man,
one. Give me a
we were asking you because we don't have any. I've literally never been hurt once in my life.
No, no. It could.
I have IBS. Does that count?
Sure.
I mean, it's really bad. It
So
flares up.
funny though.
It flares up when I'm stressed. People think that I shit everywhere, and it's just not true. It's just not what it is. I mean, maybe it is for some people, but that's not one of the side of that's not one of the effects of IBS for me. Maybe it's my appendix. I don't know. Pretty sure it's IBS though.
I mean, okay. I have one that I didn't personally witness, but like, it's a story that like the whole
I
family
wasn't
kind of
finished talking about IBS.
Oh, you go for it. Go for it, man.
Nah,
Go
I'm
for
only
it. My
kidding.
bad.
Go on, go on.
So this was in Nigeria, and it was like around. I'm gonna set the set set the scene. It was like 1990 something. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you weren't
99.
alive, dude.
Yeah,
No,
you were
as I said,
this
I didn't
motherfucker
witness
born
it.
in
I wasn't here.
2000.
I wasn't there. It was like 1998 or something like that. But
Okay. The height of the war.
yeah, yes, Superman had just hit Nigeria. Like I don't know which one it was. It could have been like the really shit old ones, but Superman had just hit Nigeria.
Okay.
And then my grandmother, her house is kind of like I don't. It's very weirdly shaped, but the best way to describe it's like a tower, right? It's kind of like yeah. Yep. And for you to get to yeah, all the like electronics is at the top. So like if you wanted to go watch TV, you had to go to the top. So you have to go outside and go through like the spiral staircase to go upstairs, right? Nigeria is weird architecture. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So alright. So my brothers,
I'm gonna find it on Google
they
Earth.
good luck. My brothers they like going up to the top obviously to go watch play games and do whatever because that's where like most of the kids are hanging out because that's where the electronics were so
Mhm.
they get their hands on the Superman movie and then they
Og.
go they run upstairs to go watch it there with my grandma. Obviously my grandma's not fucking interested so she falls asleep or something
Fuck.
and my brothers them being young they get very influenced by Superman. I
Who doesn't, man?
Yeah, and they're starting to get hyped, they're starting to feel it a bit and my eldest brother he sees my older, younger brother. So like there's two of them, right?
So your
So
second oldest brother.
the eldest of the two, he sees the younger one like properly, getting hyped and doesn't stop it. He's like,
Nice.
I want to see where this goes.
Nice.
So then the younger one comes out. He's like, man, I can fly. I can feel it.
Ah, no.
So
Oh
then,
my god.
So the oldest like, no, sir, I'll prove it then. He's like, okay, cool. So then he goes to the top, and he thought he was gonna like go down the stairs, go down on like a wall, jump off like a short wall. If he doesn't take off, gravity plays his part, and he hurts himself. But it's funny, there's
Fuck
nothing
yeah.
serious. He lands on like some sand, and he's grand. So, so my brother said, okay, let's go then. All right, let's go. And he's expecting to like walk down the stairs. He just he gets out the door, goes to the staircase, takes a deep breath. My elder brother's like, "What are you doing?" And he just jumps.
Channeling his air. Oh, Jesus
he
Christ.
just and
Bro.
he just jumps, right? And my brother said he was dead ass, fully expecting to take off.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then he was like, when he was falling down, he was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "What's going on here?" And just tumbled like going like around and around in a circle through like the spiral staircase. There was no way he could stop himself. Gravity was just taking her. And then, but he said it was weird because there's no like he said there was no serious damage done. Like he didn't hurt himself that much. Like he could feel like it was
Shit, man.
just a bit bruising. But then he gets to the bottom, right? And this is some Final Destination shit. There was a nail
Oh, Pog.
facing up, and he hits his head like his forehead square into it.
Man,
Oh, Jesus
who puts a nail
Christ.
facing up? What the hell?
This
Like
is
you're
the
supposed
funny
to hammer nails down.
So if you ever see it, he has like a black like scar in the middle of his forehead. And then when he was telling us the story, we were fucking dying.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
This dude, bro. So was he Superman or was that just?
No, that was the day. That was his awakening story.
Oh,
He
nice.
Mm.
got
Yeah.
to the hospital and then like they
Got
operated on him.
lobotomized.
Whoa,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. He has like like massive paranoia when it comes to that. So like recently he had like a really bad like chest infection and he had to go get like operated on. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously for them to operate on you, they have to sedate you and shit. And he was like, "Nah, fam, you ain't gonna do that. I want to be awake. I want to be awake." And they're like, and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem." And he's like, "Yeah, man, I want to be awake." He's like, "What's going on?" And he just like passes out. But
Oh,
he's
nice.
he's telling me, so he passed out halfway through telling them he must be awake. And obviously they can't do it. They can't operate you operate on you whilst you're awake. So like there's like
Mm.
entertaining him, whatever. And then he falls asleep and he wakes up. And he said he woke up in like he was in like his own room, but
Mm-hmm.
there was like a nurse there just chilling. So he woke up and he was like, "Man, I'm patient zero." Like he's like, "They did something to me." So he looks at you and it's like, "What'd you do to me?" And they're
Oh
like, "What?"
my God.
He said he was still kind of groggy. He wasn't still like he didn't fully remember where he was.
Yeah,
So then immediately his like paranoid brain went back to like listen, they put something in me, man.
yeah.
So he's like, "Bro, I'm Wolverine."
What
Of
the fuck,
course,
man?
naturally.
He went from Superman to Wolverine, bro. That's two different brands, even.
It was funny.
This
But
guy, man.
So is he Wolverine?
yeah. He's got metal shit coming out of his hands now.
That's
Pog,
sick,
dude.
man. Get him on the podcast.
No.
What about near-death experiences, like where you probably weren't injured, but it could have gone wrong?
Death. Fuck, man.
So yeah, I have like IBS. That
um,
wasn't near death, but felt like it back when I was like 14. It's
I
gotten
mean,
better now.
there was I okay. I can tell you a moment where like I accepted death, but like realistically there was nothing going on. But I just accepted it.
Depressing.
Okay, so
You're just really sick.
no, it was in
Oh, this
I mean when we
this
were
guy got
in
in trouble with his mom or something.
no Adam when we all when me you and Sean got
That's
sickness
it.
ever. I thought it was like COVID. That was like the worst sickness I ever
I think
had.
it was, to
I'm
be
pretty
honest.
sure it was because I
Yeah.
thought I was about to die. I was in bed like this is how I go. But it happened. Everything funny in my life happens in Nigeria, man. So I was in Nigeria and we were up in our room, and it's me and my brother and like my cousin in the room. But like the room's very big, so we all have our own like separate beds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm chilling, and it's like 3 in the morning. Now, to give you some backstory, Nigeria is very into like juju and like black magic, and
Of course.
they're very very superstitious. Superstitious, that's the word.
Similar to the Irish, then.
Yes.
Into juju.
So I'm not right, but
Ah,
like
disgraceful.
I don't believe in this shit, but I don't fuck with it either. Like, if I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go near a Ouija board, but I don't believe it does anything. You know what I mean? Just in case
Mm.
it does, I don't want to be wrong. So I'm chilling in bed on my phone, and my brother and my cousin are like passed out, like completely asleep. So I'm chilling, like, man, I probably should go to bed. And then I hear like a rubbing on the door, like somebody put their hands and just like
Oh
drag their
no.
hand down, right? So I'm like, shit, it's one of my brothers, like one of my older brothers trying to fuck with me or something. So I'm just gonna ignore it, but it keeps going, and like it would get down to like halfway through the door, stop, and then it would start from the top again. So
Pog.
I was like, this is weird. So then I'm hearing it. I'm sneaking up. I want to catch them in the act to be like, okay, I caught you, whatever. So I'm sneaking up to the door. I open the door. There's nothing there.
Okay.
I check to see if anyone sprinted. Nothing. I was like, that's weird. Close the door. I was like, it must be the wind. It
Inside
happened.
your house, yeah.
Yeah, it's some kind of breeze. I don't know, something, right? Or some. So that, so that I hear it again. Immediately, the black incense kick in. I wake the whole house up. I'm like,
Oh,
listen.
for fuck's sake.
I was like, I woke my brother and my cousin like, hey, boys, listen, if I die, we're all going. I ain't fucking with this shit. So I wake them up like, hey, listen to this, and they can hear it too. So I'm like, okay, first I'm not insane. We open the
Hmm.
door, nothing, and then we close it again, and I was like, that was like, this is about an hour-long ordeal of us, the three of us, staring at a door,
Open it and closing it just
open it, close
continuously.
it, and it keeps happening. So I'm just like, yo, fam, like, I'm tired. I'm looking at them, they're freaking out. I'm like, man, listen, I'm gonna leave you two to sort this out. I'm going to bed.
This guy wakes it up and goes to bed, bro.
I woke them up, and they were like little guard dogs. I just went to sleep. I was like, listen, if they kill me, at least I'm gonna die peacefully.
Fuck's
This guy. So did you die?
Yeah.
Did you
Shit,
figure
man.
out what
Does
it
that mean I
was?
died?
No, I told like they went downstairs and told the family the next day, and like, we had a place blessed, and I was like, oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Jesus Christ.
Ironically, it didn't happen again after that.
Oh, there you go. Maybe it worked.
So I was like, listen, whatever gets me a good night's sleep, I'll take it.
Peter just proved God is real.
Had the place blessed. That's wild. Man, when you said that, I had like a weird deja vu moment where I was like,
It was you.
yeah, it was me
When
in
I was in
Nigeria.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
rubbing a door.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like something happened in my life where I had to bless something, or I don't know. I just had a weird memory moment, but I can't remember what it was. That's pretty cool. You accepted death. Adam, have you any ghost stories?
Ghost stories? No, I think I'm just schizophrenic. I always hear things like they're not real.
Mm.
Like, I'll be down like watching TV downstairs and I'll hear my back door open. That happens all the time.
My
And
bad,
like
man.
like a slider door at
Yeah.
like at the back. Like it's a very distinct noise. There's nothing else it can really be. And I've heard that like 3 times, but obviously it's not. And oh, I do be up at like I don't know, I'll be up and I'll like hear Carl playing PlayStation, but he's not playing PlayStation.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's kind of fucked.
Yeah, I'm lying to you, dog.
I hear my
It's
mom
not.
calling me.
I
And
hear, I get that a lot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, all the time. Yeah, even when I'm outside, I'll hear like Adam. I'll be like, "What?"
yeah, I'm the same. Cause my mom has a very distinct way of calling me. You know, like you just know.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
there is just I think it's just a universal thing that they always call you in the same way. But like I'll hear it when, it's like 3 a.m. and my mom's asleep, or like she's in work and I'll hear it and I'm like, wait a minute.
Mm.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Um I don't think I have any ghost stories. I've like family that have ghost stories. I had one that my uncle, well, he's not actually my uncle anymore, they're divorced, but whatever. Um
I mean, technically
Ex
so.
uncle.
yeah, well, he was like uncle by marriage, so
Oh, right.
his car broke down one time along some road somewhere and couldn't get it started, and he called like somebody to tow it or whatever, or to like fix it or something, I don't know. And he was just waiting, and a car like was coming towards him, and he thought it was the thing, and the car just turned into like a load of trees and just disappeared into the trees.
Oh,
Oh, well done.
And then, well, according to this probably isn't true. I don't know. I was young when he told me this, but according to him, he got the car going out of sheer willpower after that.
Just got
He was
hitting it.
driven by fear. And do I have any else? My granny used to have a story where she was riding her bike with one of her sisters on the bike, um, like on the front, like on the handlebars or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And she was like riding home from work or something, and it was dark because it was the winter time. Like it wasn't that late, but it was still dark. And there's like a guy crossed the road in front of her, like a very distinct person crossed the road in front of her, and then 100 meters down the road the same guy crossed the road in the same way, and then it happened a third time, and then she like dropped the bike and the child and ran.
Oh.
Oh.
But that's it. Those are the only stories I have about
Is the
ghosts and
child
shit.
alive?
Yeah, the child's alive. I
Okay.
assume she came back for the child, but I don't know.
After she deemed it safe.
Yeah,
Couple days later.
true. Oh, my mom works in the army actually, and well, you guys knew that, but other people probably didn't.
I
And
doubt it.
so I in the army, the you have to do like duties. It's called going on duty, where you have to like do an overnight shift,
Hmm.
and like there's different types. Like there's one where you have to just like herd sheep, and then there's another one where you have to like guard the armory, and then there's other ones where you're like out in like posts, just like on the plains.
Hmm.
And one of her friends one time was out on the plains in like the post doing a duty there, and he was on his own,
Hmm.
and he got attacked by a demon with glowing red eyes,
Jesus
and
Christ.
he had a like a panic attack and nearly died, and the demon nearly killed him, I guess. And he since then he like quit his job, and now you're not allowed to do duties on your own because of him. You have
Ah.
to have two people. So yeah,
Do y'all believe in ghosts?
I
No,
mean, yeah,
but
not really.
I. That's the thing. It's like I don't believe in it, but I'm not gonna fuck with it either. I'm not like
Yeah.
you. Who's like, oh yeah, let's go camp in a haunted forest,
Oh
and you
man,
camp.
that's
Like,
fucking sick, dude.
I mean, I'd
Because in your
definitely
mind,
camp in a
like,
haunted forest.
yeah, that'd be so much fun because you think it's haunted, so you go. So every noise you hear, you're gonna second guess. Whereas if you're just in a forest, you're gonna
yeah,
be like,
you know what I mean? Like,
shit, the trees,
I'm
dude.
good just
That's
living
so much
life
more
normally.
fun.
I'm good
Yeah.
just living life normally. Like, I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing: whether ghosts are real or not, like, how many people have actually died to ghosts?
Yeah.
You know? So who gives
Yeah,
a
but
shit whether they're
I
real
don't
or
want to
not?
be.
I'm
See,
man,
I
I'll
don't want
fucking
to be the
fist fight
first
one.
one. I don't want to be the first one.
This guy, fucking specimen zero, patient zero.
Specimen Z.
The first guy ever to be factually killed by a ghost. Fucking head ass.
Imagine that's how you go out. I'm not going out like that. Fuck that.
That's a sick way to go out.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd be happy dying to a ghost. At a decent age, like I'm gonna live my life first.
Exactly.
All the ghosts in my
Before
room
you're
were just
dead.
like, "Aww,
Uh,
piss off, ghost."
Oh,
Um,
fuck ghosts.
oh
what were
shit!
we
I just
talking about? Near-death
near death.
experiences.
Yeah. Adam, do you have any near death experience?
Near-death experiences? I die in my dreams all the time.
Oh, that's another one. We can talk about sleep paralysis if y'all have ever had that.
Oh, I've had that. But in terms of near death experience, I was in a car with my mates, and she was driving particularly fast, and there was like there was a bridge that became it was pretty much a ramp, and
Nice.
it was kind of dark, and she didn't see it, and she went really high, and we kind of just took off, and we caught air, and we landed. And this was me and her being like, oh well, that could have ended very badly.
Yeah.
The car
That,
was the front of the car was destroyed.
Oh wow, that's fucked up.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
but sleep paralysis.
well, yeah. No, I was just I had one near-death experience when I was younger. I don't know if I told you guys about this before, but it's not that exciting. I was on like, I was in like Glendalough or something, which is just a really high. It's it's like a big hill. It's like a small mountain or a big hill, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't actually know if it's classified as a
wait,
mountain.
is Glendalough not a lake?
Yeah, it is, but there's like high, like it's in a valley.
There's a hill beside it, yeah.
Yeah, and I was really young, and I know I was really young because my dad was there with us, Um, and I went up the hill with my dad, and my mom stayed back with my sister, and she was still in the pram. So me and him were like going up, and then he was like, "All right, let's go back down to your mom," and I was like, "All right, sick." So like little, probably 5-year-old me or 6 started fucking sprinting down the hill, and then I just couldn't stop for like the entire way down. And man, I was bobbing and weaving between bitches like you wouldn't believe. And my dad was running after me, and I remember this so well. He was like, "Stop him! Stop him!" And people just kept stepping out of the way. And eventually I got like down. There's a staircase if you go down far enough. There's like a pretty
Oh yeah.
steep staircase, and if I had hit that, I would have definitely died. There's no way I would have survived that. And just a little bit beyond the staircase, my mom was there, and she managed to catch me. But yeah, that was it. It's kind of funny.
I have one one near death experience, but it wasn't actually, looking back on it, it wasn't that bad. But this was when I was a lot younger. It's maybe like 9 or 10, and I went out to the green to play with my mates, and then like this dog came at us, and like it looked friendly, but it wasn't. And and we heard that around the area there was a kid who had got like mauled by one of these like by mauled by like a Rottweiler or something. Obviously the kid was fine, but like got he was like properly injured. So I was like, shit, I ain't fucking with these dogs.
Obviously, the
Mm.
kid was fine, but he was properly injured.
No, I mean like fine isn't like he wasn't killed, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, like he was fine. Like he recovered. It was just like a lot of blood, but he was good. And yeah, so obviously I was in the mindset of like I ain't fucking with these dogs. And the dog came up to us, and I was like, shit, this could be the Rottweiler. And then,
Did you know what a
so then,
Rottweiler looked like? And either was or wasn't.
no, I didn't know what the fuck a
It's a
Rottweiler
fucking,
looked like.
it's a Chihuahua.
It was. I swear to God, it was. It was one of those like what tiny dog. I'm pretty sure it was a Chihuahua, but like it was just
Like a
vicious. I
Jack
was like,
Daniel.
and it chased
Jack
us
Daniel?
everywhere, and
Jack
I ran.
Russell, man. I'm retarded. Jack fucking Daniel.
Shit
It chased
though.
us back into our gaff. I ran back in and stayed inside for another week.
Jesus Christ. You're such an idiot.
That's wild, man.
Man, I was like 7. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Jesus.
Do you guys have any
Fucking dogs.
fears? Like, what are you scared of? What's your biggest fear?
Oh, I have two.
Okay. As in,
Heights.
yeah, like them kind of fears, not like
Yeah.
weird, deep ones.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, no.
Dying
Actually,
alone.
Like
I have,
eternal loneliness.
I have three.
Peter gets more after I
No,
say that.
no, because I was, I miscounted. Anyway,
Math.
listen. And I have claustrophobia.
Oh, this guy.
I'm, I'm terrified of heights, and I'm terrified of really open spaces.
Okay,
Jesus
yeah, that's like
Christ.
the ocean, you mean?
Yeah, like the ocean.
Alright,
Like
yeah.
if I'm in the ocean, I can't like see land. I'll start to panic.
Man, I'm pretty sure anybody would.
Yeah,
Unless,
but like
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 on a
people,
boat, you
like
mean?
people go on boats and stuff. No, I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
do
okay,
that.
fair enough.
Oh, I
Cause
could.
yeah, you see, you could. I couldn't. I could not do that. Like that open up a space, especially when, like I have no clue what the fuck is underneath me. It could be like a fucking megalodon just chilling. I'm
Or a
good.
regular shark. Either way, you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm good on that one. And the fear of heights, that one isn't as bad.
Yeah,
It's getting manageable. It's
isn't
Yeah,
the
I find
fear of
like,
heights something that's everybody's born with?
yeah, there's darkness. Well, like, or fear of the unknown is what darkness is, and then heights, and then something else, and it's all just to do with like not dying. Like
Yeah, it's
it's
just
fears that you
survival.
need. You know what I mean? Like it's. I think that there's another one, but I don't remember what it is.
Ass.
I am scared of that. Commitment. That's the one.
Thought you said no
Um.
deep ones, man.
Huh?
No deep ones. Commitment's a deep one.
Yeah, I know. I meant that was the one of the three fears. No, I don't know what. I don't think I have many actual fears. As in, like I'd be scared of being up really high, but I mean, if I was safe, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. Whereas if you dangle me off the side of the building, obviously I'm gonna be like, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, no, I don't really think I have many fears either. Like, I don't know, whatever about heights. Like, but like skydiving is one of the things that I want to do. It's like on my bucket
Yeah.
list.
I'm not doing that. Nope.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Um,
fucking sick, dude. You're such a pussy, man.
Also, I want to be in a really tight space, and then I want to be in a really open space.
This Peter, yeah, actually, can you just? Do you need a perfectly sized room at all times?
No, no. I just need. I think it's just like a sense of like security, being safe. Like, cause like if I'm walking on the ground, I know there's no chance of anything like swallowing me from the bottom. Does that make sense?
Man, this guy's never seen
Well,
Tremors.
this guy hasn't seen Sand Shark, bro.
I mean, I think my nightmare is like if you put me in like wrap me in a box and then
Throw me in
drop
the
me from
ocean.
the sky into like drop me from like I don't know 1,000 feet wherever the fuck into the ocean. I think at that point I just die.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you're dropping from 1,000 feet into the ocean. You're definitely dead.
in a box.
Man, slapping that as if it's concrete, dude.
Um.
I'm
Oh,
scared of birds shitting on me, man.
man, spiders. I can't fucking stand spiders. They're
No,
little
that's
cunts. I hate them so much.
But
Like
what
I,
about
I have. I
um,
don't think I've ever touched a spider.
I obviously
yeah,
One time, no, wait. One time when I was younger, actually, I was in my aunt's house and she had like this cabinet like unit thing in the corner that had a laptop in it, and I used to play like backyard monsters on that. And I was just sitting there one time, and I felt something on my forehead, and I reach up and I grab it, and it's a spider, and it's
Right,
like
dude.
it's like a baby one of the big ones, so it wasn't that big, but it looked like it was going to get big, and I freaked out then. Well, I didn't
No,
really.
that's
I like had a moment. I was like, oh shit, that was scary. But
I don't understand people's fear of spiders or like small insects, dude. That winds me the because it's like, what's it gonna do? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fair enough. You're in Australia and you're scared of spiders.
mhm,
Perfectly rational fear, because 8 out of 10 of them that can kill you. Do you know what I mean?
mhm.
But I mean, if you're here and they're like the size of your thumb, I mean, just pick it up and put it
See,
outside. You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
that's the thing. It's like I'm not scared of like spiders and stuff. If I know I'm like, listen, I can just squash this shit. So then
Yeah.
I'm like, ah, this is no bother. But if you see like a tarantula, I'm chill with tarantulas. If I know there's like if it's like obviously if it's in most cases they're all pets, so like I can hold
Yeah.
it. I don't really want to, but I could. Like I could. I've held one before. But if I see like a wild tarantula or something, like
Or a
I don't know.
black widow, dude.
I'd be more so on John's side. I'd be like, ah.
Black widow's spiders are scary. They're on
Mm.
Australia.
mm,
Yeah,
But
but
they
like
look cool, so I'd want to get up close to it,
yeah, they
and then
look
it
like
would kill me. So
there
it's
have
like
been
conflicting.
there have been reports of them in Ireland though, because people like bring them in and then they get loose
Yeah, but I mean,
and then like
weird.
impregnate each other and then have babies and shit.
pog, dude.
Um,
Well, yeah, there's like, what are they called? False widows or something?
yeah, but they're
They're
like
everywhere.
also venomous.
Mm.
Um,
Ah, God bless them.
yeah, no,
Don't
I
like
don't like
spiders.
them. On it, well, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'd be okay around like, well, not wild ones obviously, but if I knew somebody that had a pet tarantula, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like all those times when I'm like sitting in my kitchen and just like watching TV, and then like a decent sized one for Ireland, like
Yeah, yeah,
it's like a good 3 inches maybe or four, just like
yeah.
fucking flies across the room. Man, I can't stand that. That shit freaks me out so much. I'll handle
If
like
I see
mice and
one,
shit like that before I do spiders.
yeah. If I if I see one that I've never seen before, then I'll probably think about picking it up. Like most of them I've seen because I just like if someone was in the house, they'd be like, "Adam, come down and get this," and I just go and throw it outside. So I've like seen most of them that are here. Do you know what I mean? Like there's not that many fucking types in
Exotic
Ireland.
species, yeah,
Yeah. But if I've seen one that I haven't seen before, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, is this one gonna bite me? And then I just go, no, fuck it, who cares?
that's fair. What about like snakes?
I don't mind snakes. Snakes
Yeah,
are fucking sick, dude.
I like snakes. They're cool. I've held loads of snakes and shit.
I don't fuck with snakes.
Cobras are
I
scary.
mean, if I saw one in the wild, I wouldn't like pick it up or some shit.
No, no, I
But
wouldn't
man,
either.
I love those videos where people pick up snake. Did you ever see them? Where they like grab the snake by the tail and then they just fling them in circles, and then like, no, I swear to God, this is the way to do it to make sure they don't get bit, right? So they grab it real quick by the tail, and then they'll like, like you know what like you do with a cable,
Yeah,
and it goes like,
helicopter it. Yeah.
yeah, and then they do that, and then with the other hand they grab the tail and they pull it, and like they keep swinging it with one hand and they pull it with the other hand until your first hand that you
At the
were
head.
swinging it with is at the
Yeah.
head. Yeah, that's so cool. But obviously, like I still wouldn't do that because what
Just
if it
go
went
through
wrong
the
and it just
fucking
fucking bit me
snake.
in the forehead, man? Also, yeah, I can't imagine it's a good experience
Yeah,
for the
no.
snake. This
No.
snake's like, ah! Man, somebody call RSPCA. Holy shit.
It's like smacking its head off the floor every
Get
time you
PETA
swing
on
it
the line, bro.
around.
Yeah.
You get to the head and it just goes limp.
Mm.
Oh, fucking hell.
No, I love those YouTube channels that have like pet tarantulas and pet snakes and stuff like that. They're lit.
Oh, yeah, dude, they're fucking sick.
Um. All right. Anything else?
Um,
And we can talk about the movie because we just skipped that.
thank God, man. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something else that ties in. You guys were gonna talk about sleep paralysis?
Oh, that's what we
Oh
were
yeah.
going to. Yeah.
Okay, one of you start. I've never had it.
Peter.
Okay. Okay, I'll start. So,
My one was kind of shit. So.
the first one that happens is by far the most terrifying experience. So like, I don't envy you, Adam, that you've never had it before, because you're gonna get it eventually. Like,
Hardly, man.
and and once you do, man, you're gonna like if it's like I don't know how to explain it. You're just absolutely fucking terrified. So I was lying down wherever, chilling, and obviously I can see and everything. I'm like, what? I'm trying to talk, but I can't speak. And I was like, that's weird. And I want to move my hands and I can't move anything. And I'm like, okay, well, this is different. And in the corner of the room, I could see some like the best way to describe it, you know, like the lady, the chick from The Ring. I
Yeah.
can kind of see something like that chilling in my room and just like doing nothing but just chilling. So I'm like, well, this isn't. I'm like, this isn't exactly great for me. And I'm trying to like be like, I can what's the word? I can visibly see it's a person. Like this is not in my head. This is not fake. This is 100% a person just chilling in my room. So I want to be like, get up and like scream like, what the fuck you doing in my room and stuff like that. But I can't move. So I'm trying to yell for like somebody else's name in the house. That isn't working. I'm chilling. This could go on for maybe 30 seconds, maybe seconds. It
Mhm.
feels like an eternity.
Mm.
I can't move. I'm stuck, and then I'm really starting to properly panic. I'm like, oh shit, am I like in a coma? Like, what's going on here? Like everything, all the worst thoughts that you could possibly have come to mind. You're like, I'm in a coma, or this isn't real. I've died, or something like that. Give me a second, boys.
And on to John's story.
Man, mine's so shit after that. I don't want to say it anymore.
All right, it's okay. We'll just pretend we know the end of his story.
No.
So he's
Oh.
calling out, man, right? Now we're at the 10-second mark, okay? For the next 10 seconds, the girl from the ring transforms
Into a
into Optimus
spider.
Prime.
Oh.
Oh, god damn it. We went different routes.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
mean,
want to
that
go
would have been
Optimus Prime or a spider?
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, right?
I mean, he's
Turns
not
into
deafened, so he
Optimus
can still
Prime.
hear us.
Good. Emerges from the dark, right? Stands up, and he's fucking huge, but like he kind of fits in the room, right?
Yeah. And then he
Because it's just a
transforms.
smaller version. Yeah, yeah. No, he doesn't transform. He tells for the so that's 10 seconds of transforming and realizing that it's Optimus Prime, and then Optimus Prime tells him that he's the key and
To Cybertron.
to Cybertron, and then Peter wakes up.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's what happened. He actually told me before, so I can just finish that story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Fuck it, whatever. What mine was I was expecting a package the next day. You know when you're like really, I can't remember what it was, but I was really excited for it. Um, and whatever it was, I must have spent a lot of money on it and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know when you're expecting a package and you know it's coming like the next day and you're just like really excited and you kind of
Yeah.
wake up a few times during the night.
Okay.
Well, that happens to me anyway, or literally anything where I'm really excited. That happens to me at Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I is back.
All right, I'm telling my story so you can eat
You
my
already
ass.
finished your story.
All right, cool. You
Uh,
were saying?
It was the Optimus Prime one, right?
um, but yeah, so then I wake up, right, and I hear the doorbell ring, and
Nice.
I'm like, oh, sick, that's my package, because I sleep in real late. This is probably like 11 o'clock. Um, I'm like, sick. All right, let's go down and get my package. And then I just don't move. And I'm like, all right, let's try that again. Let's let me just get up. And then I hear the doorbell go mad. It's like keeps dinging, and I'm like, I can't do anything right now. Like I'm literally immobile. I feel like I'm paralyzed from the top of my head to my toes. I can't like I am fully aware of what's going on and the fact that the postwoman is downstairs, and if I don't go down she's going to bring my package to the
Post office.
post office, and then I'm going to have
Yeah.
to drive somewhere, and that's just inconvenient. So that happens, and I'm stuck there for a good like 30 seconds, and the doorbell's going mad. And then suddenly I'm like able to move again, and I hop up and I go down the stairs, and there's nobody at the door. And it was only then, I probably should have known, but it was only then that I realized I was having sleep paralysis. It was really
Fuck,
weird.
dude.
I didn't see anybody or anything, but maybe next time. Alright, Peter, continue with your story. The real one, not the Optimus one.
What do you mean?
I thought I was gonna tell you about the Optimus one.
No.
Well, yeah, you see, I see a chick in the corner, properly panicking, and like, she starts to move. Like, it's like your brain is playing like a sick like prank on you. You see, like the chick starts to move, and she's like getting closer and closer and closer, and I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I thought if I
She's
was gonna
sick.
sleep, I was gonna. She was. And I thought, like, listen, I thought if I was gonna go, like, I at least would have gone like asleep. Like, I don't want to see it. And then she's coming closer and closer. I'm like, oh fuck, man, I'm gonna be possessed. Like, what's going on here? And then, like, she comes in like face to face with me, and she's there for maybe like what feels like 10 minutes, and then she goes into me, and I wake up. Like, my body like wakes up,
Shit, man.
and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, all right,
Man's
let's go get breakfast.
possessed.
I was like, all right, let's go get breakfast.
Man, maybe that was real.
Maybe.
That's wild. Isn't it? But like, I don't know if this is true, but like, isn't it the power of suggestion? Like you like you hear about sleep paralysis, and you hear about people seeing like
Mm.
demons or whatever, and then your brain stores that information, and then when it's having sleep paralysis it brings it forward and shows you a similar demon. Isn't that like a
So now I'm
I,
gonna have a
I
doorbell
think
demon.
I think it's more so a thing of like at the beginning, because I didn't see it at the beginning. Is at the beginning when you're in that like panic state, your brain is trying to scramble for like anything to or like you're trying to scramble for anything to explain what's going on. And then whilst you like your all your like not like your worst fears, but like because you can't explain it, you're thinking of like mythical shit. Like I think it started off with a thing of like people would see stuff on their chest, and that's why
yeah,
they
that's
couldn't.
what I was gonna say, like, because people
Yeah.
always see stuff on their chest. And but like it doesn't make sense to me that it'd be a worldwide thing that people see things on their chest unless they had looked into sleep paralysis at some stage before, and then their
Mm.
brain just had the information.
No, I just think it's just one person was kind of like not one person. I think it's the thing like sleep paralysis is a very common thing. So I just think it's like when you're in this, you're not expecting to wake up and not be able to move, like to be pretty much paralyzed. You're not expecting that. So
Yeah.
when you wake up, like you're in such a terrified mode. You're thinking of all the worst shit you've like thought of in your head, and like I think the thing they'll usually see on their chest was like a goblet, and
Yeah.
that's like that was something like that used to be like you know if you I think if they're telling like your kids to behave, like oh the goblins come and get you, some shit like
What
that.
the fuck?
You know,
My mom tells me that all the time, man.
no, I meant back in the day, you spoon. But like
What, are
that's
you trying
probably
to diss my mom's parenting?
no.
She's an elderly woman.
Never. Uh, no, but I think that's why they probably saw like goblins or something of that along that nature. But for us, we're like we didn't grow up with like a boogeyman. Or we're immediately gonna go to like movies or scary shit we've seen. So that's why I saw the chick from the ring or something close to that.
Wild.
That's my best guess on it
Man,
anyway.
sleep paralysis is fucked up. Whatever though.
I mean, ever since that one, it hasn't happened again.
Yeah, I've only ever had one as well.
No, it happened multiple times before that, but that one was the worst, and
Oh.
it was the last one.
bro.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
Somebody should
alright.
make a movie about sleep paralysis. Actually, have you guys ever seen what's the one, the Netflix exclusive about the house, The Haunting of Hill House?
No.
No, I've never seen it. No.
That's a really good show, and what the girl in it has sleep paralysis and she keeps seeing the same thing over and over again, and it's really
You
fucked
should
up.
go. You should go watch along with.
This
It's
guy with his watch alongs, dude.
Man, it's like 10 episodes long, and I've already watched it twice.
Alright, me and Peter will do a watch along.
I mean, I'll
Yeah,
watch it
but
again. I don't give a shit.
So you
It's
come over
really
10
good
hours
though.
before 1 o'clock, and then we'll wait, line right up at the UFC.
no bother.
Sick.
Alright.
All right, so
So
what y'all think about Cloverfield?
I think that is the best handheld, like,
Found
film.
footage.
Yeah, footage type shit ever made.
Um,
I didn't really like it.
Fuck off. You
Yeah.
don't. You're not talking, man. You're not allowed talking.
And I would also
What did
disagree
you
that
like?
it's the best handheld. I don't
if
think
you
it was
say if you
bad.
say Blair
I'm not saying
Witch,
it's
man, I'm
bad.
not gonna be
No,
happy.
no, no, not Blair Witch. I don't think it's bad. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I
Hmm.
just don't think it was great.
Man, it was ridiculously good, man. What you not
No.
like about it?
The characters weren't really likable. The drama was stupid and unnecessary. Um, the way everything looked was kind of sick. You know, like seeing the big legs go through everything.
Hmm.
It was cool and stuff, but that was probably all it had going for it. The guy holding the camera, which was I assume supposed to be some form of comic relief, was really annoying,
Mm.
and the jokes weren't funny. I don't think it was him because I like the actor. Well, I like the actor now. He was very young at that stage, but um, yeah, I just don't think it was good like writing, and I didn't really care about the characters, I guess. But it was a short film, like well, like what was it, like less than an hour and a half. It was like an hour and 15 minutes long
Yeah.
without the credits.
Yeah, like man,
So
the
I guess
credits were so
you can
long. I
only
was surprised.
yeah you can only do so much. So I understand that, but I yeah I don't think it was that good. Sorry,
I had a complete
because I know
opposite.
you were excited,
No,
but
yeah, no. Like, this is good. It's like I had a complete opposite like opinion to you. It's like with the characters, I really enjoyed the characters in that like I felt they were blank enough that they could have been anybody, and I felt like that's what they were going for. In that like this could have happened to anybody. Like you could
yeah.
see some of these characters being whatever, and like I was looking and I was like the the cameraman. I was like that would have been me. The best way to handle it is just shit jokes.
Oh yeah, no, I would have done. I would have said that's. I wouldn't have stopped talking and stuff like that. But just the things he was saying wasn't like it wasn't like real. Like it wasn't like fluid, if that makes
Mm.
sense. Like it was like very much a written movie. It wasn't what a obviously it is a fucking written movie. So I like, do you know what I mean? Every movie is not everything they're gonna say is what real people would say because they have to say certain things in order to
Move the plot along.
do something. Yeah, I know he wasn't exactly moving the plot along, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But it wasn't just I don't know. It was just weird.
I
It just wasn't funny though. Do you know what I mean? Like
no,
it
that's fair.
wasn't even it was like it wasn't even jokes. It was just him
Bad
being
writing.
retarded, and I don't think he was retarded. I don't know. It was like they were making him out to be stupid when I don't think he was that stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Uh, John, that's a bleak job for you there, bud.
What did I do?
Said the R word, man.
Oh, fucking capital D colon, bro. It doesn't matter.
um, no, I really enjoyed how like it seemed like everything was like a continuous shot. Like I knew the editing tricks they were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything kind of seemed like a continuous shot when like the military came in and started shooting at the massive alien.
Yeah, that was
And
sick.
then, like you can see the background, all of them starting to retreat, and
Yeah.
it was just little subtle shit like that really helped. And then like when they were at the subway, like he's making like this shit joke about the fucking homeless
Oh, yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
that's on fire. It's a shit joke, but I don't know. I found that hilarious. And then he turns on the night vision, and you can see these fucking alien things creeping on him, like behind
That
him.
was a sick shot. That was probably the best shot in the thing when your man's doing it and then you see their eyes in the background.
Yeah, that
Mm.
was cool.
It was kind of it wasn't like groundbreaking anything. I just thought it looked cool. And then he
Yeah,
fucking turns it off. The only way he can see them, he's like, "Let me just go back to this other thing, dude."
I
Fucking
don't think he
retard.
meant to turn it off. I think
Yeah,
he
I
had
know.
it
Yeah,
running.
but
It was
I,
just yeah, it was good. And then like when the chick who got bitten exploded, it was kind of because when I watched the first time, I always assumed they shot her. They took her in and shot her,
no,
and then I
yeah.
watched it again, and then I heard, you know, when they first get into the place, there's a scene where like there's this guy on a gurney with like his stomach like wide open. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
thought like that's just something he got ripped apart, whatever. But then there's somebody in the background who goes, "Oh, we got another one who exploded. He got bit, whatever." It's like something in the background where like they say, but it's not. It's not. It's like they're just foreshadowing what's about to happen. But
It happened to her,
you have to pick it out to be like, oh, that's what explains.
yeah.
That explains it. And like that was just really cool for me when they pulled her apart. They pulled her back. I was like, why they? I don't know. I was like, what? She got bitten. Take care of her. And then I thought they shot her. When she exploded, I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. And then
Yeah.
the ending was really good. I found it so funny
Really?
when they were in the helicopter. What are you talking about?
The
The ending was
actual ending, the final scene,
Where they're under
was
the
just the
bridge.
most unsatisfying thing I've ever. Like a piece of thing goes into the water. I'm like, oh, so that's where it's from. Sick. I now have no prior knowledge of where it's come from. Anything. I just know it came from the sky, dude.
nah. I was
And I didn't
What?
care about the characters.
I
At
don't
the
remember that
end,
happening at all.
when they're on the Ferris wheel, a thing falls into the water. In the background, you
Oh,
can
in the
see like a
flashback? Man, I completely missed that.
yeah.
Hold on, I have it right
Unless
here. I'm
I'm
gonna watch
talking
that right
shit,
now.
dude. Just look up ending scene or whatever. It'll probably say.
It was like the
I
very, very end?
Yeah, the literally the last thing of the whole film when they're on the Ferris wheel in this time in like or not in this time when they're still alive.
I missed that.
I must miss that too. 'Cause I was referring to like the scene where like they were like kind of saying their goodbyes to the camera,
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
the
yeah.
dogs following them. I was like, that was a pretty good scene. I thought.
But but even if I'm chatting shit, that would make that last scene the most pointless thing to put at the end of a movie because the characters like by putting that scene there,
Hmm.
they've made the majority of the movie about their relationship and stuff like or like they're thinking that the relation like it's that was a genuine subplot when actually I don't maybe you cared but I didn't give a fuck dude like I was like okay
But
man you haven't
meant what was the subplot?
as in like the
The original?
relationship
Oh, the
yeah like
relation.
the characters actually mattered when I they didn't
Mm.
so even if I'm my eyes were playing tricks on me and I didn't see that but
I don't know. Maybe it was the thing of them like hinting and like maybe making it. So at the ending scene, was it like the like an what was it going into the water? What do you mean? It was
it was
like
just
an
a
egg.
it's just a thing from fell from the sky. You can't see it. It's literally in the back. Like it's even like the
Oh,
whole thing is meant
yeah.
to be like a thing of you have to be paying attention. Why did the
Maybe just hinting at like they could
oh
have
they're
made like
just
an origin
yeah
and
maybe they're
put
trying
like
yeah they're
the.
just I don't know they're probably just trying to show where it came from or something.
Mm.
But I don't know. It was dumb.
No, man, I really, especially when like the Statue of Liberty's head got flung, I was like,
Yeah.
this shit is hard, man. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. And the little fucking like little
Face huggers
minions,
thingies.
yeah, the
Yeah.
face hug things I had, the sounds they were making, I was like, this is good.
Yeah, that was cool.
It felt like I felt gross listening to it. I was like, okay, yeah,
All right,
that's good sound design.
I watched the ending thing like 4 times there, and I didn't see anything.
Maybe I'm chatting shit, dude.
I don't know. Probably. Hold on.
Um.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
And that's why, like for
Yeah, I
handheld
don't know.
movie, the thing felt very smooth. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, it felt very smooth. There was like it gave, especially when like there'll be black screens. It's like, oh, this is where like this memory file might have been like a little bit corrupted, stuff like that. Like it was just it felt very, it felt real.
Yeah.
A lot of the other like handheld shit. I'm just like, man, this doesn't feel real. It just feels like a cameraman just walking with a camera. Like that's how it doesn't feel like actually, you know.
Yeah.
Someone is actually holding it. Yeah.
Yeah, and this
Like
one actually
the
felt
person
real.
playing it is actually holding it.
Mm.
Um. So, what is your favorite found footage movie?
Chronicle.
Man, I was gonna say that too.
Chronicle
I
is a
think that's probably my
banger.
favorite found footage movie as well.
Chronicle is a banger.
Cloverfield is definitely a fucking amazing movie, though. There's no arguing that. I'm sorry, Adam. You're just wrong.
I mean,
yeah,
there is though. Like,
There isn't.
I feel
There
like
just
I feel
isn't.
there
like
is. So explain to me what's good about it. Like, the characters were awful. Like,
What do you mean? Okay,
the
yeah, I
acting
don't
wasn't
know.
great. Like,
The
the
acting was
woman should have been dead.
amazing.
Are you
actually,
dumb?
Except for Lizzie, was that her name? Elizabeth. Except for her, her acting was shit. But
Oh yeah. Fucking Beth should have been dead 8 times over, dude. I'm sorry. She's impaled with a fucking iron rod
it was
through her
through her
chest, which
shoulder.
I don't care. It's through her chest, dude.
It's your
And
shoulder, head
it
ass,
wasn't.
bro.
And either way, it doesn't matter where it is. It's through her body, right? Not only if she should have been dead by the time they got there, right?
Nah,
First of all, but
it
let's
was
pretend.
being
So
helped by the
let's
rod.
pretend. Right? Yeah, exactly. So let's pretend that she somehow survives. The only reason she would be alive is because the rod is still inside her. So when they take her off it, she would die in minutes, probably seconds, based on the amount of blood she would have already lost, right?
Nah,
She would. I'm sorry, it's just factual.
nah,
And then
they
he
wrapped
ties
it
her
up, man.
jacket around her. His jacket, which doesn't even cover both sides. Like, it was the loosest thing ever. A jacket does not cover anything, especially at the angle he put it on. He might as well have put a poncho on her and said, "You'll be all right." She should have been dead. And then she crashes through the helicopter, right? Which, first of all, nobody survives, but whatever, I'll accept it. If anyone survived, it was not going to be her, based on her prior thing. But that's either way, that's not the only problem, and the movie isn't. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not. It's just not a great movie.
Whatever, you're wrong. But what was I gonna say? The bit where your man dies, the cameraman.
Yeah.
That scene always felt so weird to me because when he's looking up at it and it's like looking around and then it looks down and it sees him and then it's like, will I eat you or will I not eat you? And then it finally decides to eat him. I always felt in all the other scenes where he's recording it, where it's like getting carpet bombed and all that shit,
Yeah.
it looks way bigger than it did when he was right under it. Like
Yeah.
that motherfucker was the size of a skyscraper, like, and now it's 30 feet above him. I didn't get that.
It
But
also looks like, when on the bridge, when your man dies at the very, like, not the very start, but the first person to die,
yeah,
the
Jason.
brother. It also looks like a tentacle comes over rather than your man's arms.
I think it was a
Like, the way
tail, was it not?
I don't know what the fuck it was. It just looked like a tentacle.
I thought it was a tail. It
Um,
was the first kaiju.
Drawers. Maybe there was another one in the ocean. of
Pacific Rim out
tentacles.
here.
But okay.
Rating.
Ratings.
Adam, you go first.
Really? You sure you want me to go first?
Yeah. Do you have a number in your head?
Yeah. I'll give it
You
a.
cut
It
out.
wasn't good. It wasn't. I'll give it a 5. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad.
All right, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Peter.
I'm giving that shit a 9.
Oh my
All right.
days, bro.
I'm giving it a
Jesus
12.
Christ.
I'm
Oh
giving it a.
God,
No, hold on.
you
I'm
guys
giving
are
it.
so dumb, dude.
I'm giving it a. I'm giving it a.
The highest score you could give that is a 7,
Hold
bro.
on. No, wait. I
I'm
gotta do the
sorry,
math.
but Jesus
Okay.
Christ, unless you have some personal, like, connection to it, dude. Unless you've been through that shit and you were like, wow, this
Well,
is so relatable, man.
I mean, when I was
sorry,
8
dude.
years old and I saw that movie for the first time, that was kind of lit, man.
Yeah, but now
It's still.
I know what your 8-year-old
It's still lit.
it's not a 9. I'm sorry, it's not a 9.
All right, I give it a 16, and because of my 16, it is the average is 10.
Dude.
Okay, there we
If
go.
anyone's
Finished.
listening to this, if anyone has made it this far, please watch it and give an actual rating, because
What are you
yeah, and you will understand that a 9 out of 10 is bonkers, dude.
I'll give it an 8.
Fucking 9 out of 10, Andy.
On IMDb, it's a 7 out of 10. A 9 is not that far out.
I mean, that is pretty far out from a 7 out of 10. Based on movie scales, go look at go look at other movies that were given a 9 out of 10. And actually, IMDb probably just give it to the all-female
I mean, like,
Ghostbusters known them, but
this is a personal rating. I'm like, are we going for like
all right,
professional? Yeah,
sorry, okay,
personal
yes,
rating.
right.
This is a 9
Personal rating.
because I really enjoyed the film.
That's
Is
alright.
it if you like it or not? Like,
Sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah, you're cool. 9 out of 10, Andy.
are you skunked?
Yeah, no, sorry. Sorry. I'll just judge you personally then.
What are you talking about? It's just I like.
Adam's taking this personally, man. He's talking about other people and these.
Yeah.
All right, are we doing the board again for the next movie?
If you want it, it's technically your go. Oh yeah, also Carl's not here again. Yeah, training.
A little wanker.
Oh no, he's gone for a walk actually, I think.
Fucking bitch. Just call him, man. All right, my next movie is Cloverfield 2.
Wait,
No,
What?
money
fair
messing,
enough.
money messing. Do the board.
To the board. Okay, 1 sec.
John, what was your rating in the end?
8
8.
or 16? No, 16.
No, I gave it an 8.
Hey. So you
8.
Adam gave it a
Big
5.
culture 8 coming out of Peter.
Did I say fuck off?
Yeah.
Alright,
God
Adam
damn it.
gave it a 5. John gave it an 8. And I gave it a 9. Like, okay.
That's
Alright. Where's my board?
So,
Oh, there it is.
all
That's right.
we've learned is that Adam has shit taste in, in
No, my
movies.
Dave, bro.
He has the
Jesus
worst
Christ.
taste in movies.
9 out of
appreciate
10.
this
dude.
guy's out here like, man, The Woman, best movie I've ever fucking seen, and then he watches Cloverfield, and he's like, nah, man, shit movie.
It wasn't shit,
The
man.
characters
It
were
just
unbelievable.
wasn't good.
Also, I just want to say
The
that the guy that played the cameraman, I don't know who he is, but every time he talked, all I could hear was whoever he plays in How to Train Your Dragon. He plays the male twin,
Yeah.
and that's all I could hear when he talked.
I looked up Chronicles of Narnia, dude. I
Why?
don't know why. I don't know. I was going to look up the cast, and I put in Chronicle instead of Cloak, and then just clicked on.
This
uh,
guy.
I know the actor's name. It's some T.J. Miller.
Yeah.
He's in. What the fuck else is he in? He's in something.
He's in
super
Deadpool.
famous. Deadpool. That's what it is. Oh, there's drama around here, isn't? Like,
What?
He had some weird shit going on. He was arrested on federal charges related to a fake bomb threat made while aboard an Amtrak train. As a result of
Wild.
this and sexual allegations, sexual assault allegations, not just sexual, DreamWorks removed the Miller from How to Train Your Dragon. Here you go.
What? How does that make sense? He's in like all 3 of the movies, isn't he?
He removed them from the Hidden World, just the Hidden World. The third one. I think it's the
Wait,
third
who
one, right?
who plays him then? Or who plays
Uh,
the thing? Did they replace him?
Let me see. How to. Oh my god! I hate Google.
How to Chronicles of Narnia.
to train your Dragon 3. And then cast. What? I don't know their names.
It's either Rough Nut or Tough Nut. Yeah, they
Rough
did
Nut.
replace him.
Kristen. Oh yeah, Tough Nut. Justin Ripple. Ah, God bless him.
That's wild.
Okay, random Jumbinator.
Germinator.
Random Terminator.
He did a really good impression of your man. It sounded exactly the same. I didn't know that.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 8. No, it's not 8. It's 39.
Okay, that's
It's
another fucked up one.
fucked up one.
What is it? Roll me
Let me see. How is it? I assume there's meant to be the house that Jack built.
That sounds like
Jesus Christ.
absolute
The
garbage.
house that yeah, it is the. Oh, it's been 2018. The house that Jack built is. It's a 2018 thriller horror that goes on for 2.5 hours.
Boys.
Dude, I'm excited, man.
We'll watch it tomorrow.
Oh, it got awful ratings. I can't wait. It's gonna be better than. I'm
Man,
gonna
I
give
got
it better than.
6.8 out of 10 on
Cloverfield.
IMDb. That's almost Cloverfield.
Yeah, imagine that. Can't wait to see the difference in thing. 58% Rotten Tomatoes, 42% Metacritic. That's unfortunate.
2%?
No, 42. That I
Okay.
would click out.
I mean, it's Uma Thurman is in it.
My life be like.
I won some awards.
Ooh,
Oh, it's Matt Dillon, dude. It's bound to be good.
Yeah, Matt Dillon as well. Weird.
Yeah, okay, so that's another great fucked up movie for.
Man, have you been taking off movies that you've already watched, like, or that we've already watched, or like been replacing them or something?
I just put a line through them.
All right, okay. We should like replace them, and then we should replace the last 5 with other fucked up movies.
Oh yeah, I can do that definitely.
I've got the perfect suggestion.
Oh, here we go.
It's a movie that I know about, but I've never
You've never
watched.
seen?
Except
Two
I
Girls, One
watched.
Cup.
No, I've seen
Oh,
that.
that's already on it.
Um,
Bro, who hasn't seen it, dude?
I've seen the last scene of this movie, and that's all I've seen. And
Okay, what is
I
it?
know
I'll replace the woman with it.
it's called Tusk.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
it's about a guy who turns another guy into a walrus
Into a walrus, yeah.
through surgery. And I don't actually know if it's considered a fucked up movie.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, Tusk. I replaced one.
Which we need to replace Cloverfield as well. Put 300 on there.
300. Okay.
Oh, put iRobot on one of them.
Oh, put iRobot on there instead of 300.
I mean, I can. That's 3 now, so I can just take House the Jack built off and.
Nah, that
Oh
needs
wait,
to be replaced
that's
by
a
a fucked up.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other fucked up movies.
I can replace another one with iRobot because there's a couple that I don't actually want on there anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll do this one. All right. Oh yeah, actually, because I watched we watched that one. That I had Chronicle on before, but I was like, this is if I hadn't put Chronicle on it before after watching, what was it called? What did we just watch?
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield. I would have put that on, and then I put War of the Worlds on as well.
Oh,
I'm super excited for it.
that's a really good film. The Tom Cruise one?
I don't fucking know, dude. I only know one.
Oh, it must be the Tom Cruise one.
The one with the bombs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Man, I can't wait to put Over the Hedge on there.
Man, if you put that on there, I am not watching that. I refuse to watch that.
You don't like Over the Hedge?
I mean, I did when I was young. It was alright.
Stupid.
Open
Shit,
season.
man, we
Put
ran
open
out of
season on
topics,
there,
dude.
man.
Oh, fuck, I love Open Season so much.
Put open season 3 on there.
Alright, what's everyone's dream job?
Peter, what's your
Peter,
dream
go.
job?
Straight away. Don't think about it.
A dream job.
Transformer. That's my answer. Superhero.
I mean, are we talking like, I don't know, realistic shit?
No. Whatever you want.
A whale.
Alright, I'd love to like play basketball professionally. That'd be fun.
Yeah, then you might actually be good.
True.
You're hilarious. You're fucking hilarious, man.
Alright, John, what's your dream job?
Astronaut. No, not astronaut. That'd be scary. I would definitely go to space though. I just don't want to do it for a living. Podcast host.
Dream job is a podcast host of a 15 subscriber podcast.
Shout out to our 15th subscriber. Welcome.
Oh yeah. What's up, man? Probably Esty. Shout out to Esty.
Make fun of my timestamps one more time and I'll cunt you up, bro. Fucking gingers, man. Swear to God. I assume that probably was SD.
Oh, it was.
Okay.
Or it was our 15th subscriber and we just bullied him.
Yeah, fucking
We'll have
bitch.
14 by the time we upload this.
I don't know. I'd love to be an entertainer of some sort. I don't really mind. Like, once you're an entertainer in one field, you can like go into whatever.
Yeah.
Like with a bit of work. But yeah, entertainer definitely. In some way. And then it might be entertaining. Oh! Face palm.
I'd like to be an entertainer in the NBA. I just thought of that right there.
Wait a minute. You just
no,
combined our
yeah.
President of the United States of America.
I'd like to be a conservationalist, a person who works on a conservation for animals.
What does
I
that
like
mean?
animals. I don't know, man. I just want to chill with animals, to be honest.
Is that like they rescue animals or?
Yeah. Well, like no, they they'll like pen out an open area and like to stop stop poaching. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a
Oh.
gated area, but like super big. Like you just gate off a piece of Africa and you just go, right, this is my land now,
Oh, that's sick,
and
man.
protect everything inside. And it's pretty cool.
Like the lions and giraffes and shit.
Or a stand-up comedian, that'd be fun. You
But I
get
like
made fun of
sitting
for a living.
down.
This guy, man.
Telling
They're
you.
probably the two. There's loads. Or an astronaut. Yeah, I'd love to go to space
Yeah, I'd definitely go to
once.
space, man.
Just to look out the window, man.
If somebody rang me and was like, "Yo, do you want to go to space? We picked you. You won the lottery. You're going to space." I'd be like, "Lit, man. Tell me when. Do I get to meet Elon Musk?"
Do I get to meet Lance Armstrong, the cyclist?
Do you know cyclists have to wax their assholes so that they don't get friction?
Do you not just wax your asshole anyway?
I mean, no, I don't wax it.
Oh, I do.
That's wild, man. Is your asshole really
Lube
that
that
hairy?
You gotta lube that shit up, man.
I don't know. Peter strikes me like he has a hairy asshole.
Why?
I don't know.
I've seen it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
cyclists have to do it. I don't know, probably swimmers too. So get rid of that drag, the water in your butt crack.
I don't swimmers have it. They're in the water.
Yeah, and what you think it gives you more propulsion, bro? What the fuck? Just do it just to be safe, you know?
Just get some petroleum in there, man.
In the pool? Why are you swimming in petroleum? What the fuck?
No, you're what? I keep thinking wax is Vaseline, man.
No, they wax it. They get the hair off.
Oh, I thought you meant to just lube it up, dude.
They lube up their assholes so that they can ride their bikes properly.
They slip off their bike.
This guy.
So you can put the saddle upwards facing. Get your real secure.
Making like the bike from Always Sunny.
Oh, what was that called? They had a name for it. I don't remember what it was.
Ass Pounder 3000. I can't remember what it was.
Um, fuck, dude. We need to get topics, man.
Should face masks be mandatory everywhere you go?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, why not?
No, probably not. Maybe in America or something, which I think they are. Probably at the start they should have been.
They definitely should have been. I don't now,
Not
especially for
no.
Ireland, maybe not because like we're on a decline, and that we haven't enforced it before, and there's no point enforcing now, even though like because we're getting, we don't need it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Especially at this point.
we
Yeah,
didn't have
yeah.
it before, and like we now we're in the decline. What's the point in doing it now? Like you can just put in you can just
Yeah.
say like wear a mask if you feel comfortable wearing it, or if there's a particular place where like you're going to have to be very very close to people, maybe you can enforce it then. But like everywhere else, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, whatever about like making it mandatory. I don't know. Like, I know a lot of businesses and stuff, especially in America, make it so that you need it to go in, like shops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's good because America's fucking being reamed right now by coronavirus.
Oh
Bless
my
them.
god, have you seen the numbers? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's nuts. But don't worry, guys. Donald Trump is playing golf, so his swing isn't too bad.
No, don't worry. No, no, no. Our savior is coming. Mr. Kanye West is coming to
Yeah,
save us.
Jesus is on the way, boys. Um,
Can't fucking wait, man.
but all these people, all these anti-maskers are wild. Have you been watching the videos of anti-maskers? It's
Yeah,
so
I've seen a
funny.
couple.
They're so funny. They're talking about like demons and shit. They're like, if
Nice.
you wear a mask, the demons won't know who you are. They won't know not to kill you. No, they haven't been saying that, but they have
That
been
makes sense.
talking about like God and stuff, and like they're talking to all these people that are like enforcing that you have to wear masks, and they're like God is gonna punish you and all this shit,
Yeah.
and they talk about like they're like Do you know we breathe out air for a reason, and you're just breathing in the air you're breathing out?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's how it works.
Yeah, like,
I meant wearing a
like,
fucking leather face mask, dude. What the fuck?
yeah, and also they've never seen anybody give CPR on any TV show or movie ever.
Yeah.
They're fucking stupid heads, bro. Anti-maskers are stupid.
Just to call back, John, you were extremely close with Max Bike. It was the ass pounder 4000.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah,
Damn.
What are
that's
you both
unfortunate,
talking
dude.
about?
What, the ass pounder 4000? Or?
What?
Like,
Do you not have one?
Yeah, you cycle, and
oh,
then
it's
it
a bike.
pounds your ass.
Yeah, but it was a
As
fist.
you
It wasn't a
cycle. Yeah, it
penis.
was a fist, yeah.
Man, that sounds like a machine. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, I
It
don't know,
was a
man. It'll
machine.
turn you into a machine.
Oh,
I mean, it worked, didn't it? He was huge.
Yeah, he was pretty swole.
okay. Alright.
You said that as if you had something else to say.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, guys, something to tell you.
No, I was gonna ask about tomorrow, UFC, yo.
Oh yeah, we have all the boys coming over to watch the UFC tomorrow, which I'm
And the
super
girls.
fucking excited about, dude.
Socially distance.
No, fuck that shit, man.
No, of course, man. You're gonna be in one side of the room, I'm gonna be the other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be coughing your mouth now.
I mean, obviously from across the room though. You can just spit fucking saliva from across the room, man. We can practice.
Yeah, no worries. Into your cup, no bother.
I reckon we do predictions.
Alright, that's why I'm going to get the card up.
This guy's too slow, man.
What are you talking about? I have it.
Alright, go.
Alright, so this is the main event. So
Obviously.
Amanda. Alright, man. Do you wanna go? Sure, man. Dig it. Amanda Rebus or
He
Paige
does.
Van Sant. Whatever, man. It's an or there. I'm gonna say it with an or.
I'm gonna say what an or.
Amanda is a Hebus. Hebus, yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda Hebus and then Paige Van Sant.
I know they're both kind of sexy though.
That isn't the
Honestly,
point.
man, did you watch the weigh-ins, dude?
Yeah.
Something about them, dude. Oh no,
Alright.
Amanda's kind of seems like she's how would you say, like a 12-year-old stuck in a 20s whatever her age she is body. She goes on like an idiot. She goes on like Bash. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fine.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
No, it's not. It's not. No one's gonna know.
Alright, an hour and 12 minutes in. Bleep the
No, no, no,
name.
no, no. You don't need to. She goes on like our manager.
Man, you just doubled down.
I don't care, dude. Who's gonna look up? All right, guys, who's the manager of the place that they don't know where they work? It's fine.
Alright, Joe, just bleep it anyway.
Anyway, I don't know who's gonna win that. I also don't care. Is that weird?
No, it's very okay.
Probably. Oh, I don't know.
Man, I got really confused there. I looked it
Paige
up
Van
and it
Zandt's
was like
pretty sexy as well.
it was like Sunday 12th of July and I was like, wait a minute. And then I realized it was 3 a.m. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. I would say Amanda probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John, just pick a shot on the dice.
Yeah, well I mean I'm looking at the thing and she's got a better record, so
Mm.
that's
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm
true.
I'm more of a statistics guy, so
Paige
Yeah.
has more fights though. She
I
like
don't
yeah,
know,
the
man.
height's the exact same.
Kamaru Usman looks like my Ark character.
Arribas has reach as well. Yeah, no, it's a man.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright. It's a man.
yeah, I know
Alright.
them on first name basis.
Nice. Okay. Moving to the next one is Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas.
Fighting
Now this
chance to
one,
fight for the title.
Bro, she looks huge.
They've both had it.
Andrade, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrade is massive, dude.
Yeah, she's a little tank.
The other one, look at the other one. Bro, there's no way
Dude.
she's winning that.
No, dude, you should see Namajunas fight. It's incredible.
What the fuck?
Namajunas.
I don't give a fuck. I'll call it what I want. I
Nama
don't know who's
unit.
gonna win that one because I think Andrade bet her to become the champion and then lost to the woman. I don't know what her name is. The Russian lady in charge now.
Who's this?
So I
Shevchenko.
think Andrade's won already. I could be wrong, Shevchenko. I think Andrade's. I could be wrong there. I don't know, but let me check. This cunt's fucking man. Why is it giving me this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did already.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, last year, Andrade better to become the champion.
Hmm
But
Shout out to Danny Henry.
yeah. So I don't know who's gonna win that one. That's an interesting one. I would say
Um,
I'll go Andrade.
I'm gonna go with Nama Yunus.
I mean, Eunice is sexier.
I'm gonna go with Jessica with a photo over the E for some reason.
Good old fodder.
Jessica.
I would probably prefer. No, actually, Nami Eunice had her fucking time, man. Jessica. Jessica wins. Although everyone thinks that Rose is just better. Like that's what happened after their fight. They were like, okay, but Rose is still better, and everyone kind of thinks that. So I'm not sure if Jessica's coming in as the underdog, even though she had the title, but she only had it for one fight, I think.
Yeah, and then she lost.
Uh,
She lost it to Shevchenko.
Shevchenko, yeah,
Both
yeah.
both of them are
Shevchenko
not.
dominating that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
both of them are not beating
No,
Shevchenko.
no
So
one is. No one's
honestly,
beating her. She's the
if you
same as Nunes. The only person
yeah,
that can, the two women that is the only good fight in the women right now is Nunes,
and
Shevchenko,
Shevchenko,
and one of them has to make the decision to come down or go up
but
because
they fought twice already, and Shevchenko won the first one, and then Nunes won the second. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
and the two of them are just dominating shit. It's crazy.
Mm. But the thing is with like Nama Yunus, she has a lot more tools to beat Andrade with.
Mm,
So she's great in the ground. She's got good striking. Andrade is more just heavy hands,
yeah,
and she's got good wrestling. But like obviously the goal of wrestling is to just like put you down. Where Nami Yunus is a lot better than her at. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. And I say Nami Eunice was probably win on points, and then Andrade will win by TKO. I don't think she'll knock her out. It would probably
Uh,
be TKO.
if Andrade wins, like and TKO is still a knockout. Like if
I know, yeah, but
Andrade
it's not a
wins, yeah.
knockout. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mm. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, like if Andrade wins, it's gonna be like either a KO or a TKO.
yeah.
But Nami Yunus has a lot more like tools in like in her arsenal, so I feel like she
Tools
might
in her
edge that.
arse.
Oh, fair. Now the next one is bantamweight.
And
Bantamweight
it
is
Uh,
135, isn't it? No,
I'm
is it
going
one?
for Peter Pan.
that's cool.
Oh, right,
That's Piotr Jan, and he has to win. He's the only one that should win. Jose Aldo had his time. Just fuck off and be a gatekeeper and number three all the time or some shit, dude. That's where he
Mm,
belongs. That's the only place that he should be. He should stick number four and number three and float around there for the rest of his career. Things that way he goes down. He's already gone down as one of the best to ever. What featherweight is it? He's normally in featherweight, right? Or is it?
Jose. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
goes featherweight. Yeah.
He's already gone down as one of the best featherweights ever.
Mm,
And he just I know he's gone down and he's trying to do something
yeah.
different and stuff like that, which is cool,
Mm,
but he's just a bitch. And Piotr Jan's actually coming up, a young guy coming up, and he's fucking dominated every single person he's fought against. There's been basically no competition bar like one fight. I don't even remember who it was against, but he's gone on an 9-0 win streak, and it's not even just a win streak.
mm.
He's just tore through everything. It's why he's been fighting in the UFC for 2 years. I think just nearly 2 years, and he already has a title shot.
You see,
And there's a
right here,
reason for it.
but so there's three things. This is my controversial pick. I'm picking Jose Aldo, right?
Fucking
And
pussy.
there's three things. Number one is the weight, right? Obviously they're going to weigh in at the same
Yeah, they
like
have.
whatever. But afterwards, when they're like rehydrating, Jose's gonna be a lot heavier because he
Mm,
used to fight a featherweight. So like
yeah,
and he was cutting weight to make featherweight. So now you're cutting weight to make bantamweight. You're going to be a lot heavier than most bantamweights. So
yeah,
Jose has a lot more power in his hands than Peter Yan will, I feel. And Jose Aldo has a lot more reach. He has 7 inches of reach on him.
yeah.
So like
But I don't
that's
know.
playing into a
Piotr,
factor.
I think Piotr knockout second round.
Okay.
I think the
But
amount of power that man has is insane for the size of him, and he just has this ability to hit where you don't. It's I don't even understand. He's so fast. Like it's just he
the
just
thing
hits people, and you're like, how have you perfectly hit that person in the side of the face? Do you know what I mean?
is,
It's not even a fuck up on the other person's part. You know the way
mm,
who fucking knocked out someone the other day? Not the other day, but recently, and you were like, okay, it's because he had his hands down or he didn't expect. He wasn't covering up.
Cody Garbrandt?
Yeah. Like he was just sold to the thing. This guy just
Mm.
somehow gets through you. You know what I mean? Even if you're perfectly set up, you're gone.
I feel like, but here's another thing, right? Whenever you're looking at UFC fighters, especially, it it's whenever like there's that person who's like just tearing everybody else up from like the lesser ranks, whatever, and then like
Hmm
they give him like a big fight. It's always a massive toss up because beforehand, if they let them like fight people, or not necessarily at their level, but like close to where they are, and like slowly build them up and slowly rise above the ranks, they
Yeah.
tend to have a lot more longevity. But the people like Peter Yan, you're gonna throw them in like there's two other people who I feel have succeeded well. That's Sugar Sean O'Malley
hmm
and the guy who fought John Jones. Even though he lost, he was somebody who's like just tearing everybody else up and they chucked him in and
Yeah.
doing very very well. Now Sugar Sean O'Malley isn't fighting. He hasn't really been fighting anybody like big names, but he's getting there. He's
Yeah.
somebody who they're slowly like cultivating. With Peter Yan, I feel like they just kind of chucked him in the deep end a bit, kind of like like a Brendan Schaub kind of thing,
Yeah.
where like obviously his fights don't go very long, so he's not gaining a lot of experience. That's another thing on Jose Aldo's side. He's got a lot more experience. He's seen everything. So he's seen the young dog who's just sprinting, who's gonna sprint at him and kind of be like more aggressive and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm going for Jose Aldo, but if Peter Yan knocks him the fuck out, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I just want Gurian to win. I just think it'd be better for the UFC than just the champion. And I mean, I'm looking at his past fights, dude. He's fucking last fight he had was Uriah Faber. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
Peter Yan.
I'm not saying that was an easy. I'm not saying it wasn't an easy
No,
fight.
no, I remember. Yeah, he did
Yeah, he
absolutely
just
destroy
knocked him
Uriah
out.
Faber.
Yeah. And then Jimmy Rivera. That's a pretty good fight as well. All the other
Mm.
ones below that are kind of just old guys, to
No,
be
to be fair,
honest.
yeah, you're right. He has been fighting a lot of people in that
Um,
run. I don't know. I feel like I don't know why. I just have a feeling that this is the one that's gonna be like it's gonna be the
it'll
talk
be
of the
the
night.
hardest one. Yeah.
I feel like this is the one like if I don't I just have a feeling that like everyone's gonna be like I can't believe Pure Yan lost. Like
Yeah.
I just have that feeling for some reason.
And it sets up a lot of the next fights as well. Like
Mm.
bantamweight is where it's at right now.
And I
Like
thought Pure Yan. Sorry, good.
if you look at all the other places, they've either already happened, bar lightweight, and even that is technically set to happen.
Mm.
Whereas bantamweight, God knows what the fuck's gonna happen down there because there's like the top 15 are unbelievable. It's not just like lightweight, even welterweight. Well, no, actually welterweight's kind of popping as well, but like featherweight and shit like that, you're looking at the top five with interest ish.
Mm.
Like top five, top seven. But bantamweight's the only one where you have genuine, actual good talent with personality as well, all the way to the top 15. Like if you think about it, Sean O'Malley, I know he's been given pretty not easy fights necessarily, but not hard ones either,
Yeah.
And
Favorable matchups.
he said that himself, but he's only made it top 15
Yeah.
and he's been knocking out bitches for a while. I know he had a massive break, two massive breaks
Mm.
because of a suspension and a
And an
injury,
injury.
but yeah, bantamweight's pretty sick. But yeah, I want and think Puriano will win.
Okay. No problem.
John,
I,
oh,
I
John said Peter Pan, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for Peter Pan. He can, just sprinkle his fairy dust on there.
One more point is I thought Pure Yan was a lot younger than what he is. So he's 27 and Jose Aldo is
Yeah.
33. Oh, 6 years between them. Anyway, the next one, Alexander Volkanovsky versus
Mm.
Max Holloway.
I know that's gonna be a shit fight. I'll be honest with
Nah, I don't see that being a shit one, man.
you.
I don't see
It's
it.
because both of them are kind of like
Should I tell you the tail of the tape?
the what?
The tail of the tape.
Sure. I don't know
Alright,
what
so
that means.
it's like they're like stats.
Oh yeah, go.
So Volkanovski's 31, while Max is 28.
Mm-hmm.
Volkanovski's height is 1.68 meters.
He's a midget.
Well, alright, that's another bleep.
You can
Well,
say midget.
I guess you can't.
Yes, you can.
And then Max Holloway, you're so getting cancelled, bro. Max
What are
Holloway.
small people gonna rise up for rights next? Big heads, man.
Max Holloway's height is 1.8 meters,
Yeah.
and Max Holloway. Oh, this one is interesting. Max Holloway's reach is 1.75.3 centimeters. One
One
seven
point
one se-
seven five centimeters.
Why did I say 1.7?
That's a
My bad.
T-Rex, bro.
This is throwing me off so much. No, his reach is
175.3.
175.3. Yeah,
Yeah.
but then Alex Volkanovsky's one is 181.6.
Yeah.
That's throwing me off completely because I you would have assumed Max had the reach advantage.
Yeah. But Volkanovski's gonna be a lot bigger than him. He's such a big guy. Like at the weigh-ins, Volkanovski looks fucking awful. Like
Oh
he's
yeah,
a jacked little dude. Like he's a little small guy, but he's jacked, you know. And he looked
yeah.
awful at the weigh-ins, just because that's how it is, you know. There's a lot of water weight and shit.
Mm.
But he's gonna be a lot bigger. I don't know. I they both just play for points, dude. It's
I don't.
especially Volkanovski. Volkanovski is like the poster boy for playing for. Let me kick you really softly here and get a point. Like it's.
Mm.
Uh,
I don't know
I don't
why.
know.
If
I
like, it
want
did
Max Holloway to win, but I think
really
Volkanovski will take it. And I
Volkanovski
think
just.
there's going to be a lot of same as the last time that they fought. Last time they fought, Max thought he won, but
Mm.
um, I think it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be a lot of debate over who wins that one. That's going to be like a one where it's either a good fight or not a good fight, but at the end,
It's gonna
uh,
be controversy.
it's going to be a controversy. People are going to think other people. No one's getting knocked out in that fight either, unless Volkanovski somehow knocks Holloway out, but I don't see that happening.
I don't. I really like Max Holloway for this one.
Yeah,
I feel
same.
like
I
yeah.
don't know if he's gonna win or necessarily think he's gonna win. I think he can win
Mm.
if he's changed
Smart.
up. Thing Volkanovski made a good point. He said he thinks he won last time, so he's not gonna change anything up. He's just gonna come back and do the exact same shit again.
Mm.
So and I've already beaten that Max Holloway. He hasn't changed himself. Do you know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
hasn't adapted to who I am, and yet and he said I've even further got I've got and I'm obviously only gonna get better. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So I was like looking at that and I was like, that's a super good point. Like obviously, I'm sure Holloway has trained to fight him more. Obviously, I'm not saying that, but maybe he hasn't. Like if you look at I know it's a different sport, but who's the fucking fat Mexican and AJ? Like you can see AJ.
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, you can see that between the two fights, AJ changed everything. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like he specifically went and he went, okay, let's just tear it all down, build it back up again with this
Mm.
guy in mind. That's it. You know what I mean? Fuck everyone else. Fuck the future. This guy, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how we won. And that's the only way Holloway wins this. I don't think it's gonna be. It could be a good fight. It'll probably be a good fight, but I
Mm.
think it's gonna be the fight of the night.
Mm. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you
I
mean. I
want. Yeah,
feel.
I'll go Max Holloway as well. I want Max Holloway. I want Max
Mm.
Holloway to be the champion. He's in featherweight. He's the most likable person.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah,
100%. He was the
he's a funny guy.
Mm. John, your
I'm
pick?
surprised he's younger.
What? Who am I voting for?
Volkanovski or Holloway.
I'm gonna go with Volkanovski because he's got a cool name. But the other guy's name
He,
kind of sounds
he's
like a
Australian.
superhero name.
Alexander Volkanovski is Australian.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Or
The other
I
guy,
think so.
like
Or
Max
New Zealand.
Holloway. Max Holloway sounds like somebody who'd be bitten by a spider and then
It
get
does.
superpowers.
It does.
My name is Max Holloway, and I'll save you. No, actually, never mind. He
Yeah,
sounds
he's
like he does
Australian.
that when he's having sex. He's like, please call me Max Holloway like I'm a superhero. And then she leaves him.
Oh,
Is he Australian too?
Oh. No,
Mac,
Volkanovski's
no,
Australian. Max Holloway's American. Or
he's Hawaiian.
Mexican. Oh,
He's
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Man, that's a mix of Mexico and thing. You know that. But
I
the
mean,
last person
not even
Volkanovski fought
close.
before the
Holloway.
before Holloway was Aldo. He beat Aldo.
Mm.
That's pretty cool. Oh wow, he's Chad Mendes before that.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he's been thrown to the fucking dogs.
Fair play to him, man.
Okay, so now we're on
Man,
to
they
the
all have like,
main
I can't
event.
stop looking at their ears.
Yeah, they're fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
They
I
got
know,
fucked up.
like they've got cauliflower ears. Yeah, it's nuts. And I mean, I know
Did you
all
see
wrestlers and boxers and stuff have that, but
you see Jorge
not
Masvidal
wrestlers, UFC fighters.
went with Steve-O, and Steve was like, "Give me cauliflower ears," and then, so Steve-O put his ear on like a door, and then Jorge I think like got like a hammer and smacked his ear to give him.
Ah,
Yeah, I
fuck.
did see that.
Oh. Anyway, the main event:
All right.
Kamaru Usman, Kamaru Mar'i Usman
Claire, the
versus
Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
my brother versus Jorge Big Ghetto Jesus Masvidal.
Good old game bread. Um,
That man's beard is powerful.
Jesus, yeah, it's big.
Yeah,
I
it
wonder
is
if he's
kind
gonna
of.
shave it.
You see his mane that he has for his
Yeah,
hair. I'm like,
he
God
hasn't
damn.
shaved it, dude.
Yeah, he better not.
Um,
He's looking more and more like Jesus. Like,
we just
All right,
want
I've made up my mind. I know
Masvidal
who's
to
winning.
win. We just
just
want
about
Masvidal
telling
to
you.
win.
Hmm?
We want Masvidal to win. I think
Who's we?
everyone in the world, dude, would love to see Kamaru Usman knocked out.
Nah.
Yeah, 100%, man. First
Alright,
round
the
in like
tail.
a new record.
The
I don't
tail
know.
is
Usman's
fake.
gonna beat the shit out of him. Go
Usman
on.
is 33 and Masvidal is 35.
Hmm.
That
He's
surprises me.
33? I would have put him as
Usman,
like 27. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
thought
knew Masvidal was old.
I didn't know he was that old. He doesn't look
Mm,
it. Their height is Usman is 1.83 meters and Masvidal is 1.8 meters.
yeah, they're pretty.
All right, then this is where like the big advantage is like Usman's reach is 193 centimeters
I
and
don't think.
Masvidal's is 188.
What?
I think Usman. I don't think
193? What does that
anyone
mean?
in the world could go up against Usman and outreach him.
John Jones, what are you talking about?
Man, fuck
John
John Jones.
Jones's reach is like fucking like 1,000 fucking centimeters. What are you talking about?
It's a kilometer, man. Better watch out.
Yeah.
One punch man up in this bitch.
Um, man,
Mm,
Usman looked good in weigh-ins though. He looked big at weigh-ins. That's hard to do. Uh, when he
Get
puts
the
on
fuck
shit.
out of here. John Jones's reach is 215.
Jesus Christ, dude.
He's got the
He's
monkey
dragging his
hands.
arms along the floor,
He's
man.
got the monkey hands. He's a fucking gorilla.
Fucking hell. It's such an interesting fight. It's such a good fight though.
Okay, this is the way I see it. I don't see a way Masvidal beats Usman that isn't within the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, the
If
first
it goes out
three
of the first three
seconds,
minutes,
bro.
and I mean like, because Masvidal has, I'm pretty sure Masvidal has the ability to like knock anybody out if he's like if he's got energy,
Yeah,
and I feel like his energy is gonna last him 3 minutes, 3 solid minutes of him
three
feeling at his
minutes.
peak. Yeah, because like he had 7 days to prepare or ten
Yeah,
days
but
to
so
prepare. Like,
there's stuff coming out that he's been training the whole time, like extremely training the whole time.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, I
well,
don't think
okay.
it will be as much as anything else like Usman and stuff like that. I'm not saying he was in a camp or anything, but he said it's come out. He said it, and I think Usman said it as well.
Mm.
Like, don't be fooled. He's been training this whole time.
Oh,
Because
okay. Well,
maybe Masvidal was saying I've only had 7 days or something, but he doesn't seem like the guy to say that. Like he'd bring it up at the end, be like, "Look, I had 7 days, but I gave it my best shot and I lost. Like it's cool
mm,
if he does lose, and then
I
if he
I
wins, he'd be like, sorry, but if he wins, he'd be like, fuck you, I had 7 days to do this shit.
mm, I thought it was a what's a Bisping situation where like he was generally like drinking beer and all that before he.
Yeah,
No, well then that changes a lot of things.
yeah,
But thing, okay, so Usman I mean, Masvidal is no stranger to the ground. His game
no, yeah,
is good. Like he's tapped out Chiesa, who's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So like that is not an easy tap out to get.
no,
So he's good on the ground. But Usman's wrestling is
oh, it's,
just
yeah,
different.
no, yeah,
It just
there's no way.
he just sucks the life out of you, and he
Mhm.
brings you down. There's not much you can do. He postures up and just rains hell on you. And then his pace he sets is ridiculous. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't run out of energy, and I feel like for Usman to beat Masvidal, he has to set that pace early and just stalk him. Don't
yeah,
give him time to breathe, because then if you let Masvidal is not exactly powerful. He's not exactly like the fastest. He's just very crafty. So if you give him time to like set up his traps and set up whatever, it doesn't take a lot to knock somebody out. It's
no,
just getting that flush punch. And
yeah, Usman just
he
has to play smart instead of.
he has to play it smart, yeah. And that's what like Masvidal is. Masvidal comes across as like a brute, but he's a very smart fighter, and he would just lay his traps. That's exactly
Mm,
how he beat Darren Till. Lay his traps, like flinch, switch his stances, and then you don't know what's next. But if you're stalking him constantly, not giving him time to think, making him only always react, like keep him on the back foot,
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to.
See,
So I
I
feel
think
like I feel like the only way I feel like it's going to be Usman's win in a decision because Usman's just going to stalk him the entire way.
yeah. I feel like Usman might get a little bit personal with this one. The first person to probably bring out his like
I thought
like if you know what I mean, like he's a very bland-ish person in a sense of when he's fighting, he's just fighting, dude. You know what I mean? Other than the fucking racist cunt.
yeah,
Um, and I mean throughout all that, I feel like Usman beat this guy. Like there's no like it's yeah he's a racist, but also he's a little bitch. Like it's fine. It's not a big
mm,
deal. Covington was good. Now don't get me wrong, but he just wasn't Usman good. And I
yeah,
think it was one of those things where it was set up because of the whole racist stuff as well. It was like a perfect matchup because it had everything behind it as shit like that.
the
But
one
I don't
thing
know. Usman's probably sorry. Go on.
no, it's just before we move on from the Kobe Covington fight, Colby Covington fight, whatever. It's like with him, it was personal, so he never wanted to take him down, or because he said it before, and it's like I want to punish him on the feet and stuff like that. And I'm like, if he hasn't learned from that experience, because it wasn't an easy one, because although like Covington came out with like a broken jaw or whatever the fuck, like his face was like destroyed.
Yeah.
Like if you watch that fight back, Usman took a lot of damage.
Hmm.
Like Covington isn't exactly Covington. Okay, Covington isn't smart. He's not crafty. He's not exactly powerful. He just has a lot of gas.
Yeah.
So he just keep hitting you with those like 50% punches where like it's kind of like playing for points, but like it wears on you. He's not exactly like a soft touch, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wearing on. That's all Covington does, and he just has the gas to just keep doing it. So whenever you're making Covington look like a fucking Mike Tyson in the pocket, that's a problem. Because if you go against somebody who has the power to actually like Masvidal. Like Masvidal's not exactly like a very powerful puncher. He's got a lot more power in his hands than Covington did.
Yeah.
So as you
Yeah.
saw
Masvidal's such a good striker though.
exactly when he
He's
like
probably the best striker in the weight division, and then Usman's probably the best wrestler. And it's kind of that.
I wouldn't give Masvidal the best striker in that division. I say Dantel's probably the best striker.
Darren's a pussy, dude. Darren loses everything.
It's just I would say Masvidal is just more crafty,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah,
it's
he's
like
super smart. Yeah, he's a very
very
smart
smart.
fighter.
Because he knows he's smaller than most of these people. He knows he's not gonna like usually get that one punch like knockout unless you're fucking unless you're fucking Ben Askren. He's not gonna
Yeah,
get that one punch like knockout. So he knows to be crafty, but he has power in his hand. He's not
dude.
like Kobe Covington like a bitch. He's got power in his hand. So if you're making Kobe Covington look like Mike Tyson in the fucking pocket in his prime, what imagine what fucking Masvidal did.
Yeah,
Masvidal will lay you out clean because like you can't fall for if you're falling for this shit from an absolute dumbass of Kobe Covington setting up these most obvious traps and you're falling for it.
yeah.
Masvidal's gonna have a,
Masvidal's
he's gonna
gonna
have
have a
a
field
field
day.
day.
Yeah,
He's gonna have a field day. So like it's gonna be a sparring session for him. So like he cannot let that emotion like get the better of him and him be like I'm gonna keep you on the feet. I'm like you're asking to imagine just hand him your title.
so Usman only has one submission finish.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
he's not a good jiu-jitsu like guy. He doesn't
Uh,
wrap you up. He just gets you
yeah,
down there and he's just like either
keeps
just
you there. Yeah,
gonna beat you up like and just get the points like because if you're not hitting me back and I have you kind of pinned, like I theoretically I can just like kneel on you and I'm pretty much just gaining points. So that's how like Usman would usually fight.
yeah.
That's why he wasn't exactly the most
So
exciting
people
fight
don't
in the
like
world.
him. Yeah,
But I mean his record is 16-1. And Jorge Masvidal is 35-13.
he's been there for a hot minute though. Like, was like 16 years Masvidal's been fucking fighting.
Mm.
Some shit like that.
In the
So
end,
it just makes sense that he.
you'll go for Masvidal.
I just want and hope Masvidal wins.
Yeah, I I I would like for Masvidal to win because it will make the UFC a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
But I'm very confident that Kamaru Usman has this in the bag.
yeah. it's like the other side of John Jones. Like John Jones, just you want John Jones to win every time because he's actually I don't know. The only
He's
reason,
an
not the
interesting
only reason,
character.
yeah, he's interesting. You know, he fucking does drugs 2 days before he fucking goes and beats the shit out of someone. Like
Mm.
it's interesting. Whereas Usman is just good and not really interesting. You know what I mean? Like it's
I feel like I feel like that's all Usman's fault though.
oh
Like
yeah, no, it is. It's just the way he fights. It's just the style. Like and it just
the thing is like no, even this like people whenever people are saying oh his style that's why he's born. It's generally not. It's because it's because I feel Usman is terrible at like marketing himself. Like he's lived a very interesting life. Usman has, you know, and if you go on like look at all the interviews he's done beforehand, you see like oh this guy's
yeah.
actually an interesting dude. Somebody who he fights like prime example, Chael Sonnen, right?
Mm,
Chael Sonnen's thing was he was a wrestler. He was gonna take you, he was gonna
yeah.
grab you, and take you down. But no matter wherever Chael fought, it was sold out because Chael was an interesting character.
Yeah.
Nobody came to watch Chael actually fight.
Yeah. They just wanted to see what he said after.
They wanted to see what he said. Like your man
Yeah.
was because he was just that interesting. Even nowadays on his YouTube, I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel. He is the most interesting MMA fighter I've ever seen before. And it's like and they have very similar fighting styles. So it's not the style. It's just is his overall demeanor. His overall like he always walks around like he's holier than thou, cooler than everybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he has no substance to it. You know. But with John is like he's a very broken person.
Yeah.
And that makes him more relatable. But Usman, he comes across like he's perfect, and everyone like there's reason nobody likes fucking Superman.
Yeah.
He's a boring character.
Mm-hmm.
The same with Usman. That's what I feel he is.
No, Masvidal's third. He's number three competitor. Colby Covington is ahead of him. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like he just fought for the title. They can't write him a book.
yeah. Wow, man. There's not a lot of good fights in other fucking things. Like past this fight with Usman and Thing, I could care less about anyone else going for the title. It's unfortunate that Burns got Thing, and he'll probably get his chance eventually.
Mm.
Askren said that if Masvidal wins, that Conor McGregor will come back and go to fight him because he knows that he can't beat Usman because it's just an awful fight for him.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah.
Oh
But
my
whereas
god.
whereas you could see McGregor Masvidal, that'd be just a good fight. Do you know what I mean? Because they're
Yeah, because size wise as well.
well, yeah, yeah,
Like Usman is going to be like it's like I know Conor has like a gorilla tattooed on his chest, but it's going to be across an actual gorilla. Like he will get mauled the fuck out of. But like with Masvidal is in that limbo stage between like an actual uh welterweight and then like I think below welterweight is a featherweight, right? No, lightweight, isn't it?
Below welterweight, middleweight, it's Adesanya.
Middleweight. No, Adesanya is middleweight is Adesanya is not a middleweight. That's
He is
185.
no, he's
Welterweight is
middleweight.
170.
Dude, I'm
Welterweight.
telling you now, middleweight is. You're thinking of lightweight.
Yeah, yeah,
Which way are you
yeah.
going? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Down.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's what is it?
It's
It's
lightweight. It's
middleweight.
Khabib.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lightweight. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
So then Masvidal is in between. He's in that limbo stage between welterweight and lightweight. Conor is a lightweight,
yeah,
and Masvidal is in between there. He's in that limbo stage. Like if there was another weight division in between there, he'd be
yeah.
perfect for that place. So
Light
he kind of
welterweight.
like yeah. So he can kind of like intermingle between the two. Usman is never going to be a lightweight. He
Oh,
can't.
it's never going anywhere, man.
But and Connor's not necessarily a true and true welterweight. Like he has to eat. He has to eat too much to fit that bracket. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like if he can fight somebody who's like closer to his weight, which is Masvidal, obviously you'd want to take that. But like I think I'd still favor Masvidal in that.
Yeah. It would be close. It would be a super good fight, and I think someone would get knocked out, guaranteed. There's no way that goes anywhere because they just stand there hitting each other like.
Mm.
Um.
I
Yeah.
feel like Masvidal has a lot more heart than Connor does. I mean, like more grit than
Yeah.
more toughness than
Yeah.
Connor
He'll
does.
just sit there and take it. Same with Jones. Like Jones just takes anything that comes his way, bro.
Mm.
But all the
Yeah.
other things are terrible. Like Adesanya Costa, that's the only fight in there. There's a couple like
But
Tills in there.
The
But it's all
next,
everyone's fought each other, dude. Everyone in the top 5 has literally fought each other.
uh, mm,
I'm trying to see if
the next
anyone's coming
card
up.
is gonna be
It's the heavyweight,
yeah, it's gonna be
yeah, which is
Stipe
gonna be
DC.
sick. Well, hopefully it'll be sick. It'll at least bring an end to fucking DC's career,
That sounded a
and
lot
then we
more.
can finally see Ngannou at the top.
That's gonna be scary.
I would love if Stipe died, DC retired, and then Ngannou just got the title.
I feel like if Ngannou and Stipe fought again, it would be so different.
Yeah, because Ngannou seems to be like learning how to train and stuff and
Mm.
all this stuff. Obviously, he didn't exactly show that last time, but still makes sense. But there's not a lot of good fights to pass that as well. There's a couple guys coming up, but it's not really yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, that's our picks.
Oh, whoever wins Andrade and Nami Yunus is going against Wei Li. I didn't know. I thought they were going
Oh,
up against Shevchenko. It's Wei Li. That's
oh,
interesting.
Shevchenko's 115, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, she's fucking everything, dude. She's everything past. Oh no, she's only one. I thought she was double. Where did I think she was double? Where is she in this one? No, she's not in that one. I don't know where the fuck she is. Oh, they don't. Apparently, they're not showing the featherweight stuff. That's sick. Thanks. Um, but yeah, Nunes has a bantam and feather. Shevchenko has. It just says champion, dude. Flyweight.
Yeah,
And then
115.
Wei Li. Man, shout out to Wei Li.
And then where's Amanda Nunes? Amanda Nunes is what one?
Nunes is bantam and feather. She's good on her, man.
135, 115. Okay.
Aspen Lord. But anyway. Wait, who did we decide who we think's gonna win? You think Usman? I think Masvidal. John. Nice.
Nice.
John thinks Masvidal as well.
Yes.
Oh, you're back. Who do you think's gonna win, John? Masvidal or Usman?
I don't know. Whichever.
God damn it, man.
My mom came into the room. I wasn't paying attention for the last like 10 minutes.
Fuck champ, dude. Do you want Masvidal to win, Peter?
Yeah, the thing is, though, it's like I like both of them, so like I don't really want either of them to win. You know, what makes sense. I don't really care. Like
I think
I
the
don't really
fights
care.
just get better if Masvidal wins, because if Masvidal loses,
Yeah,
who the fuck is gonna beat Thing? Do you know what I mean? And no one
uh,
actually thought Gilbert Burns was gonna win. Let's be honest here.
I didn't know the fight was on.
Yeah. Well, that was before. Yeah, he got tested positive for COVID, so that's why Masvidal had to step in.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. And Burns Masvidal is an awful fight as well. No,
What
we'll see.
is there a way in the UFC games to set up an AI against another AI?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I say we just set two of like set every matchup against each other and see who wins, and we'll see how
And then we
accurate
put
it
money
is.
on it. Then
Yeah,
we
I mean
set
I
bets
already
on it.
put money on it.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Be kind of funny if I did though.
You just took our predictions and was like, I'll go with that.
Just take the UFC predictions. I see people doing that with like AFL and stuff.
Man, that's what we should do.
Not
I'll put 20
AFL.
quid on someone. I'll make an account.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Oh.
But yeah, that's enough of UFC, dude. How long have we been going for, man?
An hour and 48 minutes.
Do we have any wholesome?
Um. I don't think so. Let me see if I can think of something wholesome real quick.
Man, we have Beetlejuice in here.
Do we? Oh yeah.
You put in a Beetlejuice video.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that is kind of wholesome.
Anything with Beetlejuice is awesome. Apart from when he's being made fun of. In which case I cry. Oh, I just muted it.
You wanna stream it?
No, man, I'm just gonna watch it myself and I'll tell you what happens.
Oh, thank you.
No butter. My life be like Oblivion NPC dialogue. Alright.
I don't actually remember this video. It might not be wholesome. I can't remember. I think it's just funny.
It's called Oblivion NPC
Yeah,
dialogue.
I think it's just
Man.
funny.
Alright, Ian.
Yeah.
You smoke a lot?
Most of the time.
You don't smoke a lot, right?
Nah.
Do you smoke a lot?
No.
Not at all?
Sometimes I do, but not all the time.
No, you never smoke, right?
No. Once in a while I do it.
You don't smoke, right?
I smoke sometimes. Sometimes I do, once in a while. I never
Lester,
smoke.
do you smoke?
Me? No. Never. Once in a blue moon I do.
Oh, I love him so much, dude. Let's watch this one. I like how they have the
Oh,
Oblivion
where
music in
you
the back.
want to go?
To the cemetery.
What are you, nuts?
I'm serious.
No, I'm not going to no cemetery. No, I ain't not doing that. I ain't stupid.
We'll get a sandwich. We'll split it. We'll eat it in the cemetery.
What are you, nuts?
Me, you, and Dirty Mike.
Not even mine.
We'll dig up a couple bodies.
What are you, crazy?
Oh, dude, there's so many. Can we just?
You got a
Man,
tongue?
we love Beetlejuice here.
It took him out a long time ago,
What?
John.
They
they
took
take
it
out?
out a long time ago.
My tonsil a long time ago.
How about a tongue? Do you have a tongue?
Show me a tongue.
Anybody can have a tongue. Anybody can get their tongue cut off. Anybody. It doesn't matter what tongue you got.
It doesn't look like he's smoking. Oh, that's deep in his
You
ear,
can use
dude.
anybody's
Yeah.
tongue.
Did he say you can use anybody's tongue?
Yeah.
And these are all uploaded by different people too.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, fucking jackass. You know that?
Oh, he's smart. I wouldn't have thought of that. Ah, that's in my ear, dude.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell is she doing?
Alright.
Okay. They ruined it.
The first one was the best one.
Should we just watch a 6-minute Beetlejuice documentary?
No.
Maybe next week.
Damn it. I'm gonna watch that by myself.
Yo.
Alright, I'm pretty wholesome.
That's
I don't
good.
know about you guys.
Alright. Are we happy?
Beetlejuice, man.
Is this the
Alright.
end? Brennan's
the
bread
end.
gang?
Alright. What's up, home slices? Welcome to episode 12. We just go into a new one. Is that okay with everyone?
I'm kind of tired though.
God damn it.
Episode 12 tomorrow.
We'll talk about the exact same stuff.
It'll be live from the UFC in Adam's living room.
On Fight Island.
On fire.
Yeah.
Fireland.
Alright. Goodbye, everyone. It's been real. You can put money on our
It's been real
predictions.
shitty. Ha!